Welcome to the lesson, The Power of Prayer. In this bonus end-of-unit anthropology lesson, we will learn how to make the most of first encounters with native cultures, and in so doing, conquer the planet Earth. The vocabulary words for this lesson are, self-determination, blind faith, shadow council of international puppeteers, mangoes, and vengeful deity. You can click each word to find out more about it. Fun fact, did you know that 10 out of 10 first encounters end in cataclysmic, unthinkable disaster? It's true. In 5,000 years of recorded history, humanity has traditionally nailed the initial meet and greet, only to embarrassingly flood the follow-through in an unfettered maelstrom of exploitation and genocide. The vocabulary word for these last 5 centuries has been, whoopsie-daisy. Indeed, on the friend-making front, this has not exactly been millennium of the year for the human race. It's almost like we were intentionally terrible at these. But can we do better? Well, it will take some serious doing, but if you're serious about this anthropology biz, it just might be possible. There are just a handful of uncontacted natives left these days. And it's only a matter of time before Johnny Law comes down on them like some kind of latter-day Attila the Hun. It falls to you swashbuckling anthropology students to get there first, and do this thing upright, before some joker completely hoses mankind's last chance for a successful first contact. If history has taught us anything, it is that the first thing any budding civilization needs is an all-powerful, ill-defined sky deity, and who has got 2 thumbs and all the right qualifications for that job. This sexy son of a bitch. Here's what you'll need. A helicopter, painted up to look like some kind of bangin' tiger sky chariot. Ain't nobody gonna buy that you are the crispy new god on the block slinging your hot opinions unless you can literally descend from the heavens on a flying celestial chapel. A couple of those little fire shooters the crappy magicians hide in their sleeves. Remember, the oldest tricks in the book still got that old school magic to these schlemiels. The will to look deep within the black abyss of your soul and find the strength to essentially subjugate an entire people for your own misguided ends. One of those huge, Bala 80s boom boxes, loaded up with the filthiest, crunchiest dubstep money can buy. You will play for your people the very wails of the damned that had dared defy you, all like wob 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 wee buta 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 beyle www wee wob 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 drzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzzz allo 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 wob 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 wob. Call 911. Buta 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 web 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 w or b. First things first, if you're going to pose as a god, you've got to get your story straight. Drag the core tenets of your brand spanking new faith into the Bible on the right. What? So just no reading at all. Oh, come on. Yeesh. Lordy bagordy. We got some Kim Jong-il business up in this easy. That should clear things up. Ye gods, from the forsaken recesses of your untempered ego hath thou borne the 50 shades of grey of holy texts. I think we're done here. as your hot new religion spreads amongst the islanders, you may find yourself in possession of an ever-growing collection of exotic, otherworldly superpowers. This is to be expected. It's a little-known fact that pure, untainted belief in something translates directly to real-world power. In their times, great prophets like Moses, Jesus, Krishna, Muhammad, and Gamera wielded very real superpowers, their feats becoming legend and myth, as each led glorious conquests for the people in the convent. Indeed, the days of yore were nothing short of a no-holds-barred, faith-based celestial battle to the death. It was an earth-shattering apocalyptic showdown from which none survived. Ancient tomes from the savage age before the internet detail these events. Unfortunately, few consult such sources, opting instead for the more conveniently accessible Wikipedia, or dubiously grounded e-learning programs. Few realize that both have had their content altered and edited countless times by the unseen hand of a shadowy council of international puppeteers, code-named, well, we shouldn't speak here. They are always listening. Quickly, to the next page. We're clear. Click the first call out to begin. In the aftermath of their great war, the gods of old lay vanquished, and in their place, a ramshackle band of modern figures of worship quietly rose to power. The solemn council of modern-day minor deities consists of 6 key members: Honey Boo Boo's mom, Business Cat, Bill Orley, Notch, Applejack the cartoon pony, Blahnik, and one huge ass wasp. Each member has thousands who either worship or fear them. With such raw power in one place, the world of man is but put in their hands. As with countless civilizations before, your islanders will not be long for this world once they are discovered by the new gods. For the good of your people, and the good of the world, you must exploit and weaponize their love. At your beck and call lies an entire island of untainted, innocent souls, showering you with wave upon wave of delicious blind faith. The time to strike is now. Assemble your army into a rudimentary flotilla of canoes, and ride with the tide, on a course for the legendary Obelisk of Sorrows. Consult the back of your textbook for exact coordinates, under F, for Fortress of the Infinite Abyss. The Obelisk of Sorrow is surrounded by only the most high-tech radar and buoy detection systems known to man. Fortunately, such high-end technology is useless against a silent armada of wooden canoes. Make your approach quickly and quietly, then proceed into the structure. There will be much resistance, but your men will meet it with sharpened sticks and a zealot's vigor. The Council's legions of kilobots lay slain before you, sending wave after wave of your most disposable men, and first was indeed wise. Make haste. At last, the council chambers. Now begins the most epic, insane, earth-shattering celestial battle the world has ever known, a war beyond time and space, rending asunder the very fabric of reality itself. Of course, our mortal minds cannot grasp such an event. As such, the battle has manifested itself into the form of a rudimentary slide puzzle. Complete the image to slay the 7 gods and ascend to the throne of all humanity. Correctamundo, it's a hedgehog. At last, it is over. You sit on your throne above all the people of the earth, your word and power only growing with time. You are the prophet of a new era, and as such, there are a few things you must keep in mind. Many will be asking you difficult to answer questions about your holy text, like, are unicorns really real? And if Kraken wise is forbidden, does that mean all humor is too? Give them incredibly vague, occasionally contradictory, non-committal answers. They will appreciate your open-ended interpretation 1,000 years from now. Be sure to avoid the mistake of your forebears, and savagely put down any new budding faith that might arise. Keep things simple. Though you should be a responsible god, remember that at ISNTL charts and graphs, don't be afraid to Emperor-style force shock someone if it so pleases you, or turn all bees into marshmallows or whatever. There's a reason you got into the anthropology game in the first place. Lastly, it is considered good form to spiral into a maelstrom of corruption and power-drunk vengeance mere months after taking power. For more information, please consult Unit 7, Going Mad with Power. Now that you have completed all the tasks in this lesson, you can see your lab report. Click the lab report button to save or print it. Hot dang, that was some capital L learning there, chap. Now slam back a Red Bull and get crackin' on these other Unit 1 lessons. Seriously, the exam is in like 20 minutes. It is cram o'clock, dog.